What's happening, people? Dan, no Damo, and Jase back with another edition of the After Hours podcast. We're back. Damo is
Mr. Flake.
the flake, the flakiest flake.
Chocolate. Yeah.
He's turning into a real flake.
Flakes. Send him a flake.
He's really turning into a flake.
He's
isn't
Mr. Flake now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Married life now, isn't it? That's what happens, isn't it?
Well, it's nothing to do with his married life, though. He's like, he rang me out. He's like, I got called into work.
Oh, lies.
Yeah.
That is. Tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies. I can't even use that excuse anymore.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. We're here. We're here.
We're at my workplace.
But he was like, he was ringing me up, and I was like, he
was kind of like telling you that he's not coming, but he did it in a polite, gentle way, was it?
Yeah, he was like, I really feel bad about it. I was like, being like really understanding, like, oh, that's all right. Listen, don't worry. And in my head, I was like, I'm gonna roast you on the podcast later.
He hates travelling on the tube, though, doesn't he? But he was like struggling last time. Remember, he was like, wait, I'm gonna leave. We're gonna leave. We got stuck on the train, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
And he was like, I'm not leaving until this train moves. I was like, oh.
He wants to get a grip, that bloke, because he doesn't like any sort of form of hardship.
Moving.
Yeah, moving. Like when we was on the mountain and he was huffing and puffing. Like, you know what I mean? Well, I said to him, like, this week we'll try the car situation, try driving, because I advised against it. But I said, let's give it a go. Driving might be the way forward. But
it wouldn't take that long, actually. It'd take about 45 minutes, I think.
But he was going to let me know when he got to work, what his workload was going to be like.
And then, a lot of workload, was it?
Yeah. Right.
Lies.
Control.
He's at home right now, having these Fosters or whatever you're drinking.
Having his Fosters.
As a start fruit.
Glass of whiskey and a Mega Tower burger.
Mega Tower
Towers.
Eating his chicken burger with his fingers like that.
Yeah. And the good mayonnaise.
And the good mayonnaise. The good mayonnaise, obviously, of course.
Right, you got to have the good mayonnaise. But he's like, so he was supposed to, I never heard from him to say, yeah, all right, I'm going to make it. Or no, I'm not going to make it.
Workload's too much.
It's too much. Pressing them keys on the keyboard. Log in all the parcels.
Mr. Flake. Send him a flake, everyone.
You know what? He should have done, right? And they said, we need you to come in. You say, no. It's my day off. I've made plans. I used to do that all the time. It's my day off. I've made plans. No.
No.
This is my day off.
Maybe they're offering him, Christmas is coming up, and he's got to get those presents in, isn't he?
Well, we don't believe in it, does he? We'll get into that. He
don't.
So that's not an excuse.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. That's
true. That's going to be, So the other thing I was going to mention, right, we're sorting out the tattoo situation.
Oh, yes.
Right, as you guys may remember, we done hair versus beard, which obviously Damo's still got his beard and he's still got his hair. But another stipulation was that Jason had to get a blind tattoo.
Where do I have to get this tattoo, by the way?
Well, my brother is doing it.
Oh, God.
He's bought the tattoo stuff.
Right.
He's got a nice package with all the inks and all the gun and the needle.
Oh, how many colours is there going to be on this?
Well, I mean, one of them is, a few colours.
One of them?
Yeah, because, listen, because you didn't follow through with the hair or the beard, you have to get,
how many?
Couple tattoos.
Couple?
2 or 3 tattoos.
2 or 3. Piss off.
Couple tattoos.
Piss off. 1 tattoo.
No, two. No, we've got 2, right? We've got one, which is like a very... This is a good idea. Like, one we know we want to do, which is very straightforward. It's kind of safe. It's a safe tattoo. It's all right. I really want this tattoo to happen. We got this other idea. My brother actually came up with this idea. We get all of these tattoo ideas, right?
Right.
Put it in a bowl. We let you pick it out, hand it to us. You don't see it.
I don't know how I feel about this.
And then...
Can I stipulate where these tattoos go, though?
All right. Well, you can suggest.
I want one, maybe one here, one there.
Right.
The bad one, the really bad one can go there.
Yeah.
The one, and then just one around here. Just so no one can see it.
I'll take that on board.
Take that on board. What do you mean, take that on board?
What's the point if no one can ever see it?
Well, no, they're going to see it when we go on holiday and stuff, are they?
Yeah, but you want all your colleagues.
No, I don't want my colleagues
it.
to see it. I don't want to get in trouble.
I'm not going to put a big dildo on you, am I?
Oh God, I bet one of them will be a dildo on that bloody thing, won't it?
I'm keeping it so it's nothing extreme.
Oh God, I'm really like this is going to be bad.
It's not going to be like just the two of us. It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be horrible. I know.
Obviously, look, I'm not going to do any on the face.
Well, it's obviously not.
Well, we just debate. But it's free as well.
Yeah, but it's tattoos. I don't even. This is like worst. Is like this could like really mentally torture me and scar me.
Mentally torture
This could
you?
mentally scar me for life.
How can it mentally scar you?
This is going to be on me for life. This is this remembrance of this failure or something or whatever it's going to be.
Yeah, that's the stakes.
That's just bad.
But this is actually good because this is obviously going to get you into having tattoos. This is a nice.
No, but it might put me off having a tattoo because I'll just be looking at this like crying every night.
Okay, but that's good then because it saves you money from spending money on the tattoos because they're not cheap tattoos.
Yeah. Well, at least Bill's doing it. At least he's doing it for free.
Yeah. So basically, we're gonna have to.
Why am I allergic to tattoos? I don't know if I'm allergic to. What if I die on this?
Well, then you die, don't you?
Oh, that's charming, isn't it?
But if you went and got a tattoo that you wanted to get, you would die anyway.
My family sue Daniel Lawless if anything happens to me, if I die.
You should have went and gone to see the doctor and got the proper.
I'll go to the doctor.
Actually, now
I'll bring a medical certificate.
Actually, now you mention that, I have to get you signed some waivers or something. I have to create some waivers.
Waivers there, mate.
Damo, Jase lawyers, get them onto that.
No.
We'll get the Damo, Jase lawyers.
No lawyers here, mate.
I hereby declare that I am of sound mind.
No lawyers here, mate.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you would, if you went to the tattoo shop, yeah, and you was allergic to tattoos, you wouldn't know. So if you got the tattoo of your dreams, right? You would die anyway.
Yeah, but I'm not getting tattooed with my dreams.
No, you're not. Well, you don't know that. You ain't seen it yet.
No, it's going to be bad. I know it will.
Oh, you ye of little faith.
Yeah, I know you two. You two are evil. You are.
Well, how would you feel if you had one of Damo's tattoos on you?
Oh God, that make me feel
big,
sick.
Big like Buddha on your arm and all of that.
Fucking no big like that. Fucking big Buddha on my arm.
Big Buddha.
Yeah. Sake.
Or whatever other bloody stuff he has on there. He has all these. I think he's trying to get like all of the religions on him.
Oh, is he?
Because he's Mr. Like
what's the
religion.
Forest all about then? What religion's that?
Oh, I think that's some pagan thing or something. Or something like that.
Tattoos, eh?
You know, he's like Mr. I know all the religions. I take on all the religions.
Oh God, typical, innit?
Yeah, I know. You can't have your cake and eat it. You're not going to get into all the heavens that way, covering your bases. Just in case.
Your heavens.
Whichever the white one is, I'm covered now. I've got them all tattooed. He goes up there and bloody Vishnu's up there, yeah, and he's like, oh look, there's my Hindu tattoo.
It's like that. The mummy, innit? With that guy. He's got all the religions.
Oh,
yeah, he goes up to the mummy guy and he goes, whatever religion it is, isn't it?
And yeah, that's Damo, but with tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, is there like, what's your like best case scenario and your worst case scenario for the tattoo?
I don't know. You can literally have anything on a tattoo, innit? It could be anything.
Yeah.
It could be, I don't know, it could be, I know you wouldn't do anything quite rude though, I know, but it's going to be something like, I don't know what you could put on there. I don't know. You could put anything. You could put a picture of your faces on my thing. You could put flake or something. I don't know.
Do you know what? Billy actually suggested getting a flake tattooed on you. Right, that was Bill's idea, and I dismissed it. I said that's not enough. That's not.
That's not enough.
That's just a flake.
That's not enough, you know.
That's rubbish. Like, look, just have.
But it would look like a piece of turd, wouldn't it? It's like,
I was thinking in the rapper, I love you was like this.
I thought you'd be like all the unwrapped flake turds.
Oh, what was this?
Oh no, that'd be horrible.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go and binge watch that, just the two of us, and get some ideas. Have you seen that program?
Yeah, they're bad.
Where
some of them are bad, man.
I mean, some of them are really bad.
Some of them I don't. Just like, do you think they keep them? Do you think? And
I mean, you'd have to.
Maybe they tattoo over it.
Yeah, but again, to tattoo over it, it's not easy.
So it's a lot of money.
But like, it was this guy, and he got like on his friend all of these like STDs tattooed around his groin area.
That's bad.
Like so, chlamydia, syphilis, all
Don't
of
do
that.
that to me.
Oh, poor Billy would have to be like down there.
Oh
in
yeah,
there.
no, don't be down there. Bloody hell. Like I'd like be blindfolded and go, oh, he's just tattooing near my groin.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
Putting a big needle there.
Oh,
near
yeah.
there. Oh.
Oh,
No, but yeah, maybe like herpes.
oh God.
No,
piss
I
off.
wouldn't do that.
Oh God, I'm dreading this.
No, but that's one.
I'm
Did you
dreading
see
this.
the one as well? Where he got the other, I think it was the same friend or one of the friends. Anyway, they got round his belly button. It was like
Oh,
he was
yeah,
on all
man.
fours.
Yeah.
I think it was his, and he was on all fours, and the belly button was like his arsehole.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was pretty bad.
I mean, I've seen some. I mean, that show is.
But do you think it's real though? Must be.
I think
Must
it
be,
is
innit?
real.
Must be.
I think it's real. So we're gonna have to get that Geordie woman who presents it when we do the video.
Oh, God.
Oh my God! I cannot believe it, man. Oh, that's Welsh.
This is going to be painful.
Have you? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be painful as well. I did ask my brother, said, "Is it going to hurt?" He said, "Yes."
Thanks. What if I collapse? What if I be unconscious?
Well, when you wake up, you'll have a lovely new tattoo
Oh,
or two.
fucking hell, do tattoos, mate.
So December, it's happening. My brother's coming down.
When is he coming?
He's coming, sort of like December 22nd.
Oh, that's all right. Then. I thought you meant like next week. I was kind of working that day, but yeah.
I was working that day. Whatever day that was, I was working.
I was like, I'm working that day.
But-
I'll do it. I'll do it.
man.
I do it. I said I would, and I will.
And that might appease Damo a little bit there. But
I'm not looking forward to what tattoo they're thinking of. It's got to be something really like that's going to make me like always see it and like makes me feel sweaty. You know when you sweat and you just get that, like not nervous, but like, oh God, what are people going to say about this and stuff like that? And like, oh.
would you prefer to do the idea out of the bowl thing or us to just choose that one?
Which one?
You know, the second one.
I don't know which one is worse though, to be honest.
No,
That's the problem.
I don't know. I'll tell you the initial one we've thought of. Like, basically, the second one will probably be worse than the one we've thought of. The one we've thought of, actually, I mean, I'm quite, you know, you probably wouldn't choose to get it tattooed on you if you had the choice.
Right.
However, I quite like it. I think it's brilliant.
Brilliant in what way? Like,
I think brilliant in a good way. Like, if I was a tattooed person, I would get that somewhere. Not where we're going to put it.
It's like, how many tattoos are you allowed to have as well? Like, is it just
do you
one
mean?
tattoo? Like,
How many
can you
are
have
allowed to?
like, isn't there like a limit of
Have you
having
seen my brother?
per tattoo per day or something like that? Is there like a thing like this?
No, because think about it. If someone has a sleeve, this is just like a sleeve, but two separate. What about a sleeve?
Fucking fuck off.
Be like all like Samoa.
Oh yeah, I'm no Samoa here.
Get you
mate.
tribal. That's worse than anything we
God,
could get. Just getting
tribals.
tribal.
Tribal's like.
I'm not. It's a bit.
But
of a taboo
they do say. I was speaking to a person that's got a tattoo. And he goes, "Your first tattoo is always your worst tattoo."
There you go.
There you go.
See, although if the one we want to do first, it would actually be your second tattoo would be your worst tattoo.
Yeah, it would be the second one.
How
I don't
it
know
goes.
about that. I don't know what I'm feeling about this. This writing in the thing here, because some of you there could be some bad ideas.
We
in there.
want some ideas from you guys, actually. So if we get some ideas, we can mix it all up in the bowl. It's an idea. We could possibly do that.
rude ones. I don't want no dildos. Nothing like assholes. No, nothing like that at all. I'm not having that.
It's good. So when you're on Hinge, right, and they're like, "Oh, you got any tattoos?"
It'd be like,
You could be like,
I've got an asshole.
"Here's just this picture of Damo bent over in his hairy arsehole."
Oh God.
That'd be such a good time. Imagine your
Oh.
stomach. Damo.
On the carpet, innit? A whole new world.
That would be a whole new world for you,
Why don't you
Mason.
just like give me a nice tattoo? The one the hat one.
What?
Why can't I just have a nice tattoo?
Well, you don't know if it's nice or not. That's the whole idea.
No,
It's
that's
the-
horrible.
What?
That's horrible.
What, the Damo
I'm gonna have
one?
to put that somewhere where no one can ever see that tattoo.
Well, what we might have to do, because obviously it's a surprise tattoo, so be blindfolded. Maybe we have to put you to sleep or something, so you won't even know where it's going to be till
Oh
you wake up.
bloody hell! Oh yeah, like you could do that.
Sedate you. I wonder if I
Yeah.
can do that.
Oh yeah, of course.
We'll just...
Ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Why have I do this? Why is this Christmas Day? I'll be looking at this tattoo,
Christmas
crying
tattoo.
my eyes out.
And then you'll be thinking, if only I won at Jump
I'll be like,
Force. If only I beat Damo that day. But at least you'll still have your thinning hair.
thank you.
At least you'll have what's left of that.
Maybe I bet it's a tattoo of a wig or something.
I
isn't
would
it?
love to. Maybe I should tattoo you bald, your own face bald. Your own, no, this will be you.
Yeah.
So It's exciting stuff. I can't wait. So
I hope Billy's a good drawer.
He-
That's all I'm saying. I
he
don't want
is.
to be seeing like
now
a washed up Mufasa's face or something. I don't know.
Mufasa. I think he's got Mufasa tattooed on him.
How is he?
Yeah, no, I think basically this is what we're going to do. We're going to decide in advance. Then I'm going to send it to Billy, and he's going to practice it. So he practices it over and over again. Got a really
He
good...
won't fucking be able to practice the one out of the hat, will he?
Well, yeah, because we have to tell him earlier, don't we? We have to choose it out of the hat soon.
Oh, Jesus.
So he gets time. Otherwise, it's going to look all bloody like fucking Picasso shit on there. You know. You don't know. We might get you the loveliest.
You're not going to get me the
tattoo.
You're going to get me the most horrible tattoo that I'll have to look at every day of my life and cry in the shower while I'm looking at it.
In the mirror when it's on your forehead.
Yeah, fuck off.
Bum fights. Did you see that guy? Remember that bum fights?
Yeah, he got paid
And
like
they paid the,
$50, isn't it?
yeah, to get bum fights tattooed on his forehead.
That's bad, that is.
You know.
That's really bad. That's really, really bad.
You know, so
Peer pressure.
no, it's not peer pressure. Do you know what it is? Wait, what, for the tramp?
Well, maybe it was for the tramp peer pressure.
No, I don't think it was peer. I don't think they were peer. It was like, listen, you're an alcoholic. We'll give you some booze. Get that on your head. And he's like, oh, I like alcohol. But, you know, like I said, if you would have beat Damo, he'd have had no beard.
No beard.
You
Would
know?
he have done it though?
Yeah, he would have. He would have done it.
Well, we'll see.
People were so upset. You let a lot of people down by losing to Damo.
Maybe you should challenge him for his beard then.
Challenge him.
And you get a tattoo.
Yeah, but you wanted a tattoo. That's different because
Oh no.
you did want a tattoo.
I did, but then I was like, no, I don't really want a tattoo now. And then all of a sudden, it dried up a bit. And then I just got a message the other day going, oh, your bill's coming down to your tattoo. It's like, what? It's like, I thought you forgot about this.
He thought we forgot. He thought he got away with it.
I thought this is all over.
No, because every day that we saw that hair on your head was just a slap in our face. And it ate away at us. And we was like, wait a minute. This was a 2-part forfeit.
Oh, there you go.
So the people, obviously, look, all these people that invested into that whole thing, they deserve a conclusion.
Well, you're getting a tattoo, aren't you? That's going to, the rest of my life, I'm going to look at and cry every day. And then look at the other one and go, oh.
Listen, my brother has an idiot tattooed on his arm.
Yeah, but Billy looks quite cool with all these tattoos, doesn't he?
Yeah, but once you get some more...
Oh, yeah, you're going to get some more.
Well, yeah, because, like, all right, just say, for example, just say, boom, we had one tattoo there, yeah? If you started adding other designs, when people see it, it just looks like, oh, like all real colourful.
Yeah. I'm not getting all one there.
You know, yeah, because you'll be like, real, you look like a tough nut.
Tough nut.
A tough nut.
Oh, yeah.
Tough nut.
Real old tough nut.
So, if you've got any ideas, do send your ideas in for Jase's tattoo.
This is wrong. This is wrong what you're doing.
I'm so excited.
This is wrong.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
God.
So yeah, we get
this is wrong.
Before the end of the year. Then maybe next year we can get Damo to put his beard back on the line. I want to get that beard.
I'm not challenging
because
him.
Damo. Well, look, we'll see what's what. But Damo, right? Here's the thing. Why I want to get Damo because obviously, like, he's hiding some chins.
He might not have it. He might be really skinny down there.
Oh, what? Really?
He might be like a chiseled neck and everything.
What? So all of the fat is in his rosy cheeks.
Yeah.
It's all pushed up.
Yeah, you'll never know. You'll never know.
Let's be real.
It'd be interesting to see what he looks like with that beard, actually.
Yeah, I mean, because it's been a long time.
It's been a long, long time.
Well, he said he's been taking it 6 years to grow it.
6 years.
6
Oh,
years.
bloody hell.
So he's really been like, that's what I'm saying. So he's hiding some chins. So
Yeah, he's got some chicken boxes.
could you
under there,
imagine?
hasn't he?
yeah,
He's got some mayonnaise on there.
Oh,
That's a bit awkward, isn't it?
that is a bit awkward.
Yeah.
But you know, now he's like pretty much bald, right? Him with no beard, being largely sort of overweight and bald. What a
It's quite nice Damo not being able to defend himself, isn't it?
good. Well, that's what you get when you don't turn up. You get even more roasted. But yeah, he's not like a big egg or something, can he?
A massive egg.
A massive egg. But you know, this is what I wanted to talk about, right? I put it in there. Oh, this was so good. This made my night, right? So I'm sitting at home, minding my own business. I'm just on my phone, right? just casually on my phone. I love you're like, what's he going to talk about? You're trying to look.
I was trying to look, and I was like, no, I know what he's talking about.
Okay, you know, I was holding to throw it at you. Right, so I'm just on my phone, minding my business. I get a notification from YouTube that we've got a comment, right? I was like, oh, okay, and I just see it, right? Okay, so, and it was on our...
Yeah, go on.
It was on a video we done a good few weeks back now, which we done about you. You got to watch it. I'm going to put the link in the description below. I put it on Facebook recently. It's so good. It really should have more views. I'm going to push it because this was one of my favourite videos. It was about one of Jason's friends that he was talking to. A colleague died, of hers died, or a friend. It was actually a friend. A friend died, and she was coming to Jason.
The way you make that sound, it's not, you know.
It was a friend.
Come on.
She's known him a long
Not
time.
that bad.
Well,
Yeah, you know.
Come on. A close personal friend died, and she came to Jason for like comfort, shoulder to cry, and just need, you know, when you just need someone like that, and just said, you know, and he was just like, first his reaction was, oh shit, Jesus, like that was his first reaction, and then, I should get the text. It was brilliant, and anyway, so he ended up saying like, and she was like not happy that. Like, oh, listen, you're not really being very caring. He's like, listen, I'm just a cold person.
Listen, they've seen. They can watch the other. They can watch the other one.
Oh, I'm just summarising.
They summarise, right?
And
Don't give them too much.
Yeah. So anyway, he was saying how cold he was. Then he asked for a picture of the dead person. You did. It's on. We've got it.
When you're talking about it now, I do think, wait a minute, did I actually really say that?
But when we done this video, right, we went in on him, and he made it worse. He dug himself into a hole. He was saying, he goes, get over it, yeah? Just get over it.
Get over it.
He was saying all of that, and we was sort of talking about the picture, and he was like trying to be like, you know, I wanted a picture so I can send it to you guys. And it's like, oh my gosh. I weren't even going to bring, you know what the funny thing is in that video, I was watching it back, I wasn't even going to bring up the fact that you asked for a picture of the friend. I wasn't going to mention it. And Damo just came out of it, and I'm like, oh my God, Damo is...
You know, it's friends, isn't it?
Friends.
Show them.
It was
a picture.
You know,
it's like, and you go,
my
that
friend,
person died.
Here you go. Look at this dead person.
Oh yeah, like we're gonna do it like that.
He was just like,
I was gonna do it like that.
She was like, I'm devastated. I'm only 20. He was only 20. Jason went, you got a pick.
God bless him.
God bless him. You got a pick, and that was just it. So anyway, right. So I got this comment, and it is from this lady. And he's like, we definitely weren't still talking when this video was made.
Weren't talking?
Yeah, she weren't talking. You and her weren't talking when we made that video, she said.
Right, go on.
And we definitely won't be now I've seen this. That emoji, that one. Like, you know, thanks Damo and Dan for having my back though.
You know the funniest thing, well, not the funniest thing. She was messaging me and she said, oh, I'm a bit down. I said, why don't you watch our video?
Oh!
And she said, watch our videos, isn't it? Because she enjoys them.
Wow. So
and then I completely forgot about that video. And then she was messaging me. She was talking about something. And then she said something and she went, oh, hold on, I've got it here somewhere. I sent it to you, didn't I?
Well, I just kind of, she must have been talking to him about the videos, and they're talking.
She's talking about videos, and that's how funny they were and all that. And I was like, that's great.
And then she was
then she said this.
Well, I kind of just found another video, and I don't know how I feel about it. So before she sends it, right? Once you see that. Well,
I didn't see that. You
saw it all in one go.
I saw it all in one go because I was busy doing something. I was at work.
When you saw the video she shared, when you saw that, the link that she shared, what was your reaction? What did you think when you saw?
No, I saw this bit pop up.
Yeah.
Right?
And what did you?
But I didn't really pay attention because I was at work. And then later on, I just opened it up and then I saw it all.
What did you think when you see that?
When I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I told her to actually watch our videos and I completely forgot about that video.
She goes, you really shouldn't be happy for me to see this. Can't believe you still acted like a cunt. We weren't still talking and now we're definitely not talking again.
I think we was talking.
Well, I thought you stopped talking after you mugged her off on the
We did stop talking. I don't know. I can't remember. Well, maybe we did stop talking, but she recently started talking to me again. Then I said, watch those videos.
Well, if you feel down, watch
If you
videos.
feel more down, watch that video.
Where you're saying, get over it.
Get over it.
He looks dead in the camera. You watch it.
And they had to put that evil face picture of me, like a really horrible picture of me.
But that was from
like,
the video.
It's like a sleaze bag picture it is. Right old sleaze bag. He's like, ooh, like that. But anyway, yeah.
And with the crying
But
face.
then I saw it, I was like, oh shit. And then I got angry at her for watching it. Like it's her fault.
Yeah, how dare you.
Then I thought that's quite bad actually. So I have to admit, I have to give her an apology. It was quite bad.
Because obviously we've only seen up to a certain point.
No, after that she stopped talking to me again.
Oh, that was it. That was her last message.
I think so. Hold on, let me just get it up.
So honestly, I
or maybe I was being a cunt again. I don't know.
Probably, but I couldn't. Like, I literally had this big smile on my face, and I couldn't get it off my face. You know, you just like that when I saw it.
Yeah, like evil you are. You're evil.
Oh, it was just so.
There was more messages, but I can't go into it.
Can you give us any of the sort of rough particulars?
There's some bits like, what was I right? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Blah blah blah. And then
what did she say?
She said, "Don't try and act like you care." That was some of them. And then I said something long, and then no, you're just being a dick for no reason. She wrote, and then. There were some other bits in there as well. There's one point I said something and then she went, I am a strong, independent woman. You don't know. Oh, no, I'm not going to say that because it's quite bad. And then that was it. And then the other day, I'm not laughing. I'm nervous laughing.
Oh.
I'm not laughing at this. I messaged the other day. I said, you still not talking to me? And then she's written back, what do you think? And then I text back, I see. Okay.
Now, if that's me, I would have said, well, by the fact that you've replied to me, I would take it that you are still talking to me.
I know, but I didn't want to stir the pot even more than because these things like this, it could hurt a lot of people.
Yeah.
It could put them into a bad state in their life.
But I wonder.
Hopefully not. Touch wood.
Do you know what maybe would have put her in a bad state? I don't know, when she came to you for comfort and you told her to get over it and people die.
You know what though, right? That made her stronger. Is
that why she says she's a strong, independent woman? Because you went, it makes you stronger.
I think I did actually say something like that, to make you a strong person or something.
To make you a strong. So she's like, yeah, I am strong.
I'm a strong, independent woman.
But that's sometimes allowing yourself to be vulnerable, to cry, to let it out is strength as well.
Right. And
to know when you need
support. I have to admit, I was wrong.
How would you handle it differently? So go back when she tells you about it.
When she goes back, right, I would do it like this. Right? It's still wrong, but I would play it even nicer. I'd be nicer to her. I would have been. I'd been like, oh, sorry to hear about that. Blah 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 blah. If you ever want to talk about it, I'm here, and then leave it at that. Because usually when you put that, they don't really want to talk about it, do they?
Yeah.
And then leave it. And then I would have gone to you guys and go, someone I know's friends just died. He was only 20.
Yeah.
And then leave it with us like that.
So would you have asked for the picture?
I would have probably asked for the picture a little bit later on. Maybe when it died down a bit, maybe.
If you're ever going to ask for a picture, it's probably best to wait.
Don't ask just straight away.
I see the thing
I'm not laughing about this person.
He's laughing at himself.
I'm laughing at myself, right? Suicide is a bad thing, we'll put the number down in there for Samaritan helpline and all of that.
Yeah, the actual person.
I'm laughing at myself.
I'm
laughing at myself and being a dick.
Yeah,
basically. He's laughing at me being a dick. He's not laughing at someone dying.
No, that's got to be clear.
Yeah.
It's Jase's how he basically dug himself into a massive hole.
It's nothing to do about any of that whole situation. It's a terrible thing.
That's something
very bad.
That would be in like Curb Your Enthusiasm or like The Office.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something. What you've done there is just.
Maybe I was watching a lot of Curvy Your Freezer at that time.
You
and
must
The Office.
have. You know what? I just want to put the messages up and play the dun 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 dun. But it's just. Yeah, I mean, if the picture, everything, it was so honestly. One thing after another, and that's the thing. Obviously, when you must have completely forgot we did that video when you said, watch our videos.
No, I actually completely forgot about the video. I know. I thought she wouldn't go back on old videos, like, and then she must have saw that one that says of me like.
Shocking reaction.
Evil
grieving friend.
It's a grieving friend, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I mean...
It was bad. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it. And I don't know where I was. I was in a wrong... I was in
are you making excuses?
I'm not making excuses, but it was bad and I shouldn't have done that. It's funny, though.
It is. I'm sorry, but the situation...
It is funny. It's funny.
You got to find... And the thing is... British humour is always to find the humour and the funny side in failure and when things go wrong. I was actually looking at this recently. I was watching compared the English Office versus the American office. And like in the American stuff, even when stuff goes bad, like it always comes good in the end. They get what they want. Yeah. And in English comedy, the main character just never gets what they want, and it's always in their suffering that you find the humour. So I think that's quite a good British trait, to find the humour in the suffering. And
funny enough, a lot of people has been saying, I've been telling them stories of our past, mine and your past. Yeah. And they said you should, really write a comedy about this. It'd be quite funny, like some of the things that's happened to us.
We got material.
I think there's some. I think we need to go on it in a podcast actually, because I think it's time that people really know.
Well, so some of the stuff that we've decided to keep quiet.
But to be honest, we're never going to see them again, are we? Really?
Yeah. Okay.
We're talking about when the time we went to church and stuff like that.
Oh, you went straight out there. I was going to go, maybe we'll have that conversation off camera. No, do you know what though? There is a lot of
there's a lot of good stories that we've had. And I think it's, they're never going to see it, are they? They probably don't watch it. There's only one person that watches it.
And he knows the story.
He knows the story.
Which we can't implicate that person.
Yeah, we're not going to ever implicate that person.
But obviously he knows all the stuff.
Yeah, but I think it's time we should be open.
A lot of that people that watch us don't even know that we went to church.
No, we didn't. There's
churchgoers.
We'll do a special podcast, me and Daniel, when we talk about the
fellowship.
I
feel like that's like a series.
Maybe we need someone like Damon to interview us about it.
Yeah.
Maybe. So,
we need Damo, but do you know what?
Because he was there as well, actually, Damo. He came to one or two of these church services.
Well, I think we told them they told the story about, did you meet at the job centre?
But yeah, we've got loads of stories. I'm just trying to think that. We're going to forget all of these, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to go,
but did that really happen?
Was that time Jill burnt the pizza? No, it's not that in name.
Maybe we won't put their names, maybe.
Yeah, maybe we should change their names for sorry, Jill, you've already been exposed.
Sorry, Jill. Yeah, Jill.
The names have been changed for
this. But there's a few characters there that you think, oh my god, this could actually be a comedy series.
Yeah.
You could actually.
There's a few years ago, we was gonna wanted to make a comedy
because.
Out of it.
Actually, we shouldn't really go into it too much because we're going to do a series about this. We call it the Fellowship podcast.
Yeah. Because it was a fellowship.
Basically, let's just tell them briefly. We started going to church when we was young.
Yeah.
And then from that, we continuously went.
Yeah, we went for about 5 years.
They always have different people coming in to do the service, like a special guest
speakers.
And every time someone came, there was always a character.
They had these quirks.
They had all these little, like me and him are a bit weird about things like that.
We really
pick up on the smallest things that people would not even notice sometimes.
Yeah.
Or sometimes a lot of people do ignore them. Actually, I've realised a lot of people ignore.
But to us,
small quirk things.
We really we're hypersensitive to this point where we can find that just the funniness.
And we just look at each other and we know what we're looking at.
Just stupid little things as well.
Just briefly, there's a guy that's super boring, and he kept banging on about something that is quite dear to him, but it was the most boringest thing you could ever think of. And he made like a whole yearly series out of this. Well, not yearly series, sorry, a whole yearly service out of this that we had to go to see, and it was the most boringest thing.
He was obsessed
ever.
with tabernacles.
Tabernacles, look it up if you don't know what a tabernacle
I'd never heard of what a bloody tabernacle
But now
was.
it's imprinted in my head. I know what a tabernacle is. I dream about tabernacles.
He had that little model and everything.
Yeah, it was quite a cool model. If you're into like, Warhammer and all of that, it's nothing like that. But it's a bit like that.
But listen, if I go to church, I want to know, like, what did Jesus get up to? What did this? All these cool stories, and this geezer spends over an hour and a half talking about tabernacles. That was our first ever service.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know why we still came back there for some reason. Some reason we did.
No, because the thing about me and him, right, is we are like overly polite at sometimes. We find the awkwardness.
Well, I wasn't recently.
Well, no, not in them.
I think you know what it is though, right? I just realised why I probably am not like that now. Because I've been so overly polite over the years. I've just had enough, I think. And I think it just all came out on that poor girl.
Oh,
on her.
That's the worst time to lose the politeness.
I think the whole fellowship has just killed me of being over polite.
Over polite. It was like that thing of like, like at the end, and they're like, we'll see you next week. And you're like, yes. And then it's like, we can't just not come back.
And that, but from going every week, we found there was different characters. Yeah. There was this, there's like a husband and wife duo, and they're like these really bad comedians and stuff like that, and they made up all these songs and everything. And I just was like, why was we there?
Do you know what? Looking back on it though, that was actually some of the best times of my life.
Yeah, it's true actually. It's true.
I've got a lot of good memories, like
good stories as well. Yeah. We had a lot of good stories,
and there was a lot of good people there. Actually,
lovely people.
Like in terms of like just it was nice.
It was like a nice big family, really.
But when you think about it, though, it was nice being young teenagers, right? Having somewhere to go. Not knocking
keeping us off the streets. They kept us off the streets.
They kept us out of trouble.
They did actually.
And we was sort of become friends with a lot of people.
A lot of them, actually. And lunches and God, there's another story about being invited to dinner with this person's house once. But we'll keep that. We'll do a little separate podcast or something.
It's so like there are so many stories. Like we need to just write them all down.
Yeah, we should write them down first.
Yeah, we'll have to look. We'll have to decide what people's names are going to be, because obviously we have to protect some of the people's names for purposes. Yeah. But it's gonna. We've really held back on coming out with the public.
It's time.
It's time.
Podcast is all about being honest.
It is. You got to be honest. You got to tell the truth. I've been listening to
quite a few podcasts, a few other these top podcasters and that, and they're just honest.
You got to be honest. This was a huge part of our life.
It's a huge part of our life. It's actually, it was probably about 4 or 5 years more than that, wasn't it?
We started going when it was about 16.
Yeah.
16 to early 20s.
Yeah, so we was there for a long time.
Yeah, it was a massive part of our development.
It was just amazing how many different characters there are. But they're probably us two are characters as well.
There's probably people talking about us on this day. Oh, you had this weird friends.
Yeah, were they friends? Were they fucking each other? What's going on here?
What were they? Were they like,
like an old married couple?
Were they one of them pray the gay away type of
Yeah, like what's going on here? Like, they must have thought that about, us.
You always think that. Do you know what's so funny, right? You think that you're in this bubble, right? That you observe everyone else and no one observes
people
you.
People observe us as well.
People were like looking at the stuff we did. And like, I mean, we were pretty bad. I mean, that first one with the tabernacle, right? We was laughing our asses off.
No, but the problem was, right, you're in a situation where you can't talk and you've got to just listen to this guy, and it's the most boringest thing ever. And then when you look at your mate and you know what he's thinking as well, and you're like, this, and you just can't stop.
I used to try not to look at him, but it was when we did this, when we sung the hymns, the songs.
Oh goodness!
That was the bit, right? And like and you see like the other people giving the looks, like them look. Yeah, everyone's looking at you like, oh shit. And Jase.
But the great thing about being in a church is, right? Sometimes they let you off because you're church, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like, they let you off, but then they didn't sometimes as well.
Yeah. It was, but it would be Jase, right? Like me, I would be able to like just try and like I'd clench up, right, and be laughing. I'd be like all of that, and just really. Jase would be behind the sheet of music, the lyrics, and that, and he'd be like.
It was so
jumping
bad.
all up. So it was so obvious. Either he was having a spasm or something, or he was just like it was so obvious.
A lot of people, a lot of my family thought I was joining a cult at one point as well. They thought this was very culty.
Well, I suppose
when you look at it, was it?
No, I mean I don't think it was. I don't think it was culty because there was never
really pushed anything.
Yeah, because like cults, I feel like it is that it's hard to get out of.
Yeah, and they like when your time was up, they wanted you out of the place as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like, you know, they were friendly sometimes and invite you, but sometimes they were like, time to go, lads.
Time to get out of here.
We
want to go home.
And we was like, no, we want to stay even longer for some reason.
It was that. No, yeah, I definitely wouldn't say it was a cult. It was a no. It was good. It was a very.
Listen, it wasn't all bad. We had great times there.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But there's a lot of characters and a lot of stories that need to come out.
Yeah,
that's all.
And that's the thing. I wouldn't say it was a bad.
No, it wasn't bad. There were no bad people.
It was just
they never did anything bad or anything like that I could think of.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we probably, if we look back, we probably come them out the most negative out of that in some of the things that we did at the time. But we come out like looking at the bad guys. But it was just funny times, and it was awkward times, and it was brilliant. But it's so weird. Like imagine though as well what our families would have thought. Right, we're both 16, right? Not overly religious. Never went to church, and like going back and telling our families like. Boom, we're going to church every Sunday now. And everyone used to be like, what? And everyone's like,
really?
And then really? Because what happened, right? I just tell, so I might as well tell how we got into this, how we got into it. And then
let's save it. Let's save it.
All right.
Let's save it for the, because, you know, we want you to come back.
Come back, please.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah, there's going to, I think
yeah, so
right.
this is the beginning of, you know,
honestly, there was times when you could just write a book on that whole period because, wow. Someone's going to steal that flipping sitcom idea, though, isn't it?
Well, we better pattern that.
Like, it'd be so much better than Vicar of Dibley.
It would be, actually. It would be. We're not even, like, pretending. We're not, like, saying, oh, yeah, we would. It's actually...
It would be.
I'm just like, you know, right now, I've got all these stories coming in my head, all these characters and that, and I'm telling you now, there could be a sitcom about this.
You wouldn't even have to embellish a lot of it. Like...
There's literally a sitcom about this whole thing. There's so many different characters in there. It's quite interesting, actually, to see when you look back at it.
Yeah.
How different people were, weren't they?
Yeah, it was. There was very, very colourful cast of characters.
Yeah, and there's even times when we even joined a youth club thing. Remember the one that we went off to in East Ham or something?
Oh, yeah.
And we had to do like sermon service and all of this.
We was training to become like
speakers or something.
They couldn't speak, like pastor type people. Give you know.
Yeah, we was kind of right into that. Like we was getting into there. We was getting really into like, you know, hierarchy status back then.
We could have had our own church by now. You know that. Remember, like our whole thing was like, we're gonna get the keys. We want to get the keys.
Yeah, I think our plan was to take over this church and make it into a club. A nightclub. Or something.
No, that's weird, is that? Because we literally, like, we're so deluded. We're like, right, we're going to get the keys. Then what we can do is, like, hire it out at night times and make some money off it.
Like, even though it was a residential area and there was other people that would grass us up with loud music and stuff going on. And that's the one thing. We always said, why don't you hire out to parties and that? And they never would they?
No.
I was like, you make money here.
Oh, yeah, because especially at times when you need money. No, we were so deluded. We was like, they're going to give 18, 19-year-olds at the time, the keys to the place.
Oh, yeah, like they would.
Once we get the keys, then we're going to be rich. We'll be renting this
just do it out secretly in the night time. They will never know.
They'll never, ever know.
I was just realising, if we ever did that, we'd have to clean up. Make sure it's all perfect before they come in on a Sunday.
But imagine making a few £100 a week, right, to two teenagers like we were, man. God, we would have been living it up.
We would have been. We could have created like a drugs cartel in there or something.
We'd have had them things like, you know, where like you see them, there's like people in their underwear, like with the mask on, sorting the weed out. Could you imagine that in the news? Like, local church has been busted for a drugs operation.
Oh, that would they'd definitely make a movie out of that. They would, wouldn't
Oh
they?
man, see, we
Yeah,
could have
okay.
just got a movie. But yeah, I hope no one stills out there. We should sit down and find out how to write a sitcom and write it.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll have to do research on how to write a sitcom first.
Yeah, we might end up like in extras, you know, when he like writes his sitcom and they just put loads of catchphrases in it
like,
and stuff like
"Hey,
that.
having a
Yeah,
laugh."
laugh.
But actually, there were some people that do have like
That are just like that.
Like that. Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait to start talking about that. We got that. We got my music career.
Yeah, music career, fellows. Yeah.
We've lived like this crazy, diverse life, haven't we?
One person we don't really know about though is Damo. Really?
Damo, yeah.
Damo's got very secretive, isn't he?
Damo is a very secretive person.
Mm.
He really is. And even if you say that to bring up now, we'll try and like divert. He's noticed that a lot of the time when we put it on him and we address Damo, like, he tries to like, he makes a little joke about it and then moves on.
But this is weird. It is.
Weird.
Maybe he's a murderer or something.
He might be. I think, no, do you know what, right? You and I have divulged a lot about
on the
and
podcast. I send you our screenshots and everything.
You know, and stuff like that about our history and our past and things that, you know, things we've done and been through. I think it's time that Damo tells some stories.
He won't know.
We want to know. Listen,
He'll just be like that. Zip. He's like Zippo. Is it Zippo? Zippy.
Zippy, yeah.
He just put that zip around his mouth. I don't know. Is it maybe because it's really troubled or something? I don't know. What do you think?
Well, at least, like, look, everyone, I know, like, not saying everyone has to bear all and say it's everything. Like, everyone's got secrets.
Tell us the funny stuff.
Everyone's entitled to secrets. Yeah, like, even just because it makes you look like in a bad light doesn't mean, like, look, we all did stupid stuff when we were kids. You know, there's some funny stories in there. But this is the thing with Damo. Like, he'll tell stories that are embarrassing. But they're not really embarrassed because they make him look good. Like, oh yeah,
Like
I shagged some bird on this thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I was married.
Oh what? I'm sorry, weren't allowed to bloody be with people before.
He said he never did anything.
Oh yeah, that was it. Sorry, he was a virgin before that.
He was a virgin before that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
No, but you know, there's. We should really talk about our past. Like, remember the times we used to go Moe's Bar?
Yeah,
there was characters in there, wasn't there? And
yeah,
stuff like
there
that.
was. We had
and we had some fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good to mix with like the stories
and real topics, obviously.
And obviously current affairs,
like we will be today.
Yes, Damo sent us something actually I thought was interesting.
Oh yeah, go
Disney
on.
Plus.
Disney Plus, yes.
That's the new thing that's all come out. Disney Plus. Apparently, they're removing some racist parts.
Well, I
films.
thought I read as well though that they kept it in, and they put a little disclaimer at the start. Is that right?
Oh well, apparently, according to that,
because I read on Sky, well, one of the news, internet news things, that they put a disclaimer saying, so and so racial terms or something, blah blah blah. Well, please be aware.
According to this,
unless they have cut it out, I don't know.
Yeah, like you know, like the you know, the crows out of Dumbo.
Yeah, they're the crow. They mentioned that. Yeah, I think it might be on there actually. Let me just quickly check.
Where is it? Look at us doing our research during the podcast.
That's all right. You cut this out.
I'll cut that out. Delete that. It's all so easy, isn't it? Oh, we didn't look at the John Lewis thing, did we? We didn't look at that. Oh, and the cats. Have they cut them out? Yes, I used them ones. Do you remember them?
That is bad.
They're sort of. Yeah, look, Disney's finally out, and fans not might like.
Oh, there you go. Look, Disney Film Classroom's disclaimer. Disney's new streaming service has added a disclaimer to classic films from its back catalogues, including Dumbo and Peter Pan, because they deprecate racist stereotypes. The move follows the launch of Disney Plus earlier, blah, blah, blah. Is that one like a proper news one, or? Yeah. Or it might be one of these people that made them up.
So it's Slate. So
oh, come on.
It's obviously where Damo gets his news from.
It's got all those fake advertisements at the bottom.
It's obviously where Damo gets his news from.
Yeah.
Slate.
So what they've done actually, they put a disclaimer basically on the start of it.
All right. So the question is, right? Do you think that's good? Do you think they should cut it out? Do you think they should leave it in?
It's hard, isn't it? It's hard to. There's a lot of things that offends. Well, obviously, racial stereotyping does is quite offensive. Does he make the movie? Will it make the movie? Will you understand what the movie is about?
What if they cut it out?
Yeah. That scene, that section, maybe?
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm not a big Dumbo fan.
It's like Pocahontas, isn't it? That's pretty much the whole...
I don't know, but she wasn't actually... I don't think she was a racial stereotype. Like the Native Americans in Peter Pan, you know, and all
that was pretty bad,
stuff, yeah. that wasn't really in Pocahontas. I think they, from what I remember, portrayed Pocahontas quite well in a positive light.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, Pocahontas weren't really an issue, but I kind of think it's important to keep him in because it kind of, for historical reasons, for people to actually be aware of what the actual what society was like at the time, what people were thinking,
like
what
1940s, wasn't it? Dumbo was or something.
Yeah, it was like 1940. I feel like you're brushing it under the carpet.
I agree though. You're right actually.
We've always known racism never existed. It wasn't in films. Everything was all happy. Like when I watch those and it pointing out to me now, it's sort of like a fucking like a snapshot of like shit. That was the time. That was what was normal.
What
then.
Was accepted. Back then.
And that's the thing. Like to people then, it was just like caricatures was a big thing. They would like put it in to be like, and that's how people used to view it. It's like, let's highlight the caricatures. Everything was like a caricature. So yeah, I think for them reasons it is important. But yeah, Disney Plus now, they can just like, imagine if they just cut everything out, like, we've always been good.
Like, we never known anything. Yeah.
Racism, us, never.
Yeah, but like Disney was quite bad, wasn't he? Like he used to underpay his women drawers and all of that, and and all that. Well, that was back then.
That was back things that out. Yeah, it was back then. But that's what I'm saying. So like, yeah, he had some dodginess. He had some dodginess. He had a lot,
didn't he? He had a lot of
inside of him. Yeah, but look at it, right? But a lot of people now they overlook that stuff. Like, actually, I won't go into Winston Churchill. That's a super sensitive subject. But he had a lot of dodginess. Is what I'm saying. Racist. Like he was super racist.
Was he?
Yeah, he was like, he basically, he'd done this thing, but basically he would believe that black people was inferior and all of this stuff and the things that he wanted to do. And he like, in India, he's caused like a load of people to die.
Oh, God.
Stuff like that. But obviously he's like, oh.
Yeah, it's Winston, isn't it?
Yeah, and I bet that weren't in the film. That weren't in the film with bloody, what's his face, Gary Oldman, was it?
Well, you know, I haven't watched it.
He was Mr. I'm so strong and leader. We will fight on the British. I should have played Winston Churchill. We will fight on the British. We will get the black people out of here. It's like, they didn't put that in.
No, they didn't actually. They didn't do that.
But that's the thing about, you know what the thing is? Like a lot of the like biopics, they always keep the bad stuff out.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, apparently, I haven't seen it yet. I do want to see it. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, yeah.
They apparently, like, like, you know, Brian May and all that, and they was Queens, they was advisors on it. And, like, so they had all these scenes, and it was just showing, like, Freddie Mercury's, like, crazy drug use. And then, like, all the other Queen members would just be there, like, what's he like? Not partaking anything themselves, were they? Like,
oh, I'm not sleeping with her.
Yeah, they're like, look, they're the good ones. Like, oh, come on, Freddie, put the coke down and let's just
come
play.
on, hurry up.
And Freddie's like,
oh, what's he like, eh?
Freddie's like, hey, Brian. You in America, I don't know why he's done it, but it's like, who, Brian? Who? Have some coke. He's like, no, I do not partake in such illegal substances.
All I care about is badges. I want to say the badges.
The badges, like, bollocks. It's like NWA, the movie. They left out all the Dr. Dre slapping up the women or the beating women, bashing stuff.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
He was like,
regrets that.
He was like
his documentary recently.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw it. He regrets, because it's like you can't hide from it.
Yeah.
But you had a chance to actually address it in your film, rather than it made him look like Superman.
So they just brushed it over.
Yeah, that never happened.
Yeah.
And he was
just. Did they
like,
show the Eazy-E's like death and all of that, like?
Yeah, they made it look like. Basically, like when Dr. Dre left, like Eazy was broke and it was all going downhill, but he wasn't. He was still rich. He was making money off Dr. Dre still, and they made it look like, oh, Eazy, like Dr. Dre. Without him, he was nothing. Yeah. Like Dr. Dre made him look like a superhero.
What Ice Cube? What did he make himself look?
Yeah, he looked like this genius, right? He was well ahead of the, like he knew what was happening, and he was a genius. And Dr. Dre was like all the ones that were living that looked good. Which is, you can't make biopics where living people on set where they can be like, well, actually, no, don't do that.
Yeah, it's true actually.
It's because what you need to do
when they make a biography, we'll all have to be dead.
Yeah, we need to be.
The truth.
You know what's going to happen is I'm going to just outlast you guys and I'm going to make it just...
I'm the saviour.
I kind of am, though.
I'm the saviour of this. I created it all. You're Dr. Dre, aren't you? I think you're just still a bit upset that he never brought out that album that you've been waiting for so long.
Detox.
Detox, yeah.
Yeah, like, I got... He's so like, because he's an all the perfectionist and all that, he hasn't released it, right? And they used to get like bootleg albums, like people would make like these like fake albums. They'd get all of these songs, like the crap that they didn't make it on any other album, like, then all of this stuff they find and put it on this album. They released it as Detox. So I went into HMV and fucking was like, oh shit. It's come out. It's out because internet, like social media, weren't about then. So you didn't. Like, today,
how many times did you buy a Detox album?
No, I just bought it the once. Oh, okay. I learned after that. Yeah. But like, so I was like, oh yeah, because like I said, social media wasn't there. You didn't have your mobile, like smartphones or anything to know that like it's here. So I just saw it in HMV one day. I was like, yes, it's here. And I bought it. And there's shitloads of songs on it. It had like 2 good songs on the whole thing, but like it was, and I was like, what is this?
This is not right.
It's bollocks. Like, and it was just this high, and it was just, he still hasn't brought it out. He brought out like the soundtrack to the NWA
he said
film.
he's not going to concentrate on Detox. He's just going to get this NWA stuff out.
Well, he's already out, hasn't he?
Well, yeah, they've done it already.
But like
Detox back in. But I think it's too late now for him. I think he's just run out of ideas.
Do you know what? I think that's selfish because you tease this bloody album, you tease it and let people wait like 15 years.
Even Snoop Dogg was saying that, wasn't he? He was like, what the fuck are you going to fucking...
Yeah. Like, you're talking about nearly 20 years. You let fans like tease them and stringing them along.
It's not right.
It's not. And then you're not going to release it. It's like, so wait, all of that hope, waiting and wanting it to happen. And then you just feel like, nah, actually, I'm not going to do it. Well, you, Dr. Dre.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, this guy has released 2 albums.
Brings out Detox next week, innit?
Yeah, it's Detox. Like, fuck your Detox. Like, but he's released 2, like, solo albums in, like, nearly 30 years.
He don't need the money, though, does he? Really?
Lazy.
Lazy. He is lazy. He is.
Lazy.
Get yourself in that recording studio if you want to. Use, Formula UK
can.
Studios.
Imagine next week turn up going, hey, I saw your podcast. I've come to...
Tony would be like, thank you so much. He would fucking love us.
I'd be like, Tony, give us a cut. We want the money.
But all right, okay. Dr. Dre said to you, he goes, I saw your podcast. Right, I'm not going to do his accent. I saw your podcast. I want you to work on the Detox album.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Obviously.
Why? But have you got the experience to work on that album?
I don't get
What are you going to do? What would you do? What would you do to help this album come out? What would you do to make sure this album would come out in a couple of weeks?
I would be the executive producer. I would tell him, that's good. No, a little bit more on that. Change that.
You've got the experience. You've got the skills to do
I've got the ear. I've got the ear.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you would... And he goes, I'm not giving you any money, though.
Well, what's the point? That's just a waste of my
time.
But
you want this album out, don't you?
No, I don't want it out so much that I'm just going to work for free. Like, wait, and then what? Once it comes out, like, I never. You
get a credit on there and everything.
Well, if I get credit, that means I get like some money off the sales.
No.
Oh, just my name on
waive all your rights.
And do I ever hear from Dr. Dre again? Like, do we become friends or something?
No.
So he just leaves my life.
He's like, but if your name's on that Detox album, credit.
Yeah.
It could either go one way or the other.
To be fair, actually, I could use that.
It could go one way or the other, though. It could be the worst album ever out, couldn't it?
Oh, you'd be a Dr. Dre. No one's going to act like it's,
Yeah.
I'll be like, listen, I was an executive producer on the Detox album. I can get other things off the back of that.
Yeah, you could.
You might as well. It depends, like, how much. Is he, I mean, he just wants to, like, feed me or something. Like, lunch money. Lantern travel.
£2. You got to give his bus tickets, though.
Show me your bus tickets.
Show me your Oyster tickets, whatever it is now.
Yeah, so pay for my food and travel, at least.
Yeah, do that. He'll do that. He'll pay for that.
I mean, the guy's a billionaire.
Yeah, but, money's tight, innit?
Money's tight. Would you?
He's been flying here to use Tony's studios, isn't he? It's a lot of money,
Flying all the way in to use his bloody studio in Wood Green.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
I would. I don't know, actually. I'd feel like a lot of pressure. Wouldn't you feel like a lot of pressure?
But what's going to happen? Like, what's the worst that can happen?
You could, like, be... Like, let's just say he goes, give you some rights on it.
Yeah.
If this album goes well,
Yeah.
all right, I take the credit for it. If this album goes wrong, you've got to take the whole blame for it.
Yeah, I say, all right, but if the album goes wrong, I'll take the blame, but then I should also get the money.
And he goes, deal, all right.
All right, yeah, because if it's shit, it's still going to sell like...
Is it going to sell?
Of course, it's Dr. Dre, Detox. It's going to sell like... Even if it's shit, it's going to sell.
And then you've got to go on the press, and then everyone's going to be slating you, and then everyone's going to be mocking you.
Yeah.
And killing and saying you created the worst album ever. How would that make you feel?
And do you know what I would do? This would be me, right? When I'm there.
Wow!
This would be me. I'm so sorry. Really? This is with the £10 that he paid me.
Your lunch money. That's your lunch money that week.
That's my lunch money. That's what I mean. Because I'd been, even if it's a shit album, he would have let me get the sales. I'd be like, I'm sorry, I thought we did a good...
But you wouldn't care about that feeling that you created the worst ever album ever.
I kind of would be proud of it.
Detox, the
worst Dr. Dre album ever. Because then, like, imagine that could launch this podcast. Like, people going, right...
I like how you always think about the podcast.
Yeah, see?
Get Dr. Dre on as well, innit? I love your work, Dr. Dre. When you went... What was it? Aftermath. I thought that was brilliant. That was true, wasn't it?
When you did that in real life. I'd get him on the podcast. We could talk about the making of it.
Yeah.
And, but listen, if it's the worst album, right, yes, I may have executive produced it, but Dr. Dre has also signed off on it. So he agreed with my opinion of it.
But he knew it was going to be shit, though. That's why he made sure that you take the blame for it.
Well, why did he even release it?
Because he's just fed up. People keep going, when are you going to put out Detox? When are you going to do Detox?
I'd love it, wouldn't it? I would be shit, yeah. And like, would you do it if you knew it was going to be shit and let it release it with your name? Jase presents.
Jase presents. the Jase one.
With your picture.
Like that. It'd just be with a camel and a car or something. Those weird ones, isn't it?
Like my old song. That's where he got the idea from. My old album.
Oh, there you go. Stole that from you.
So you'll be like that.
You'll get some royalties.
Jase presents Detox, Dr. Dre's Detox, and you'll be like that. And it's the worst album ever.
You know me, I would sell out, to be honest.
Yeah, you got to sell out.
You got to sell out, haven't you?
You know.
You know what annoys me as well, right? Going on to people that go, I never sell out. I never do that. You wouldn't get me doing that.
Yeah.
Damo's one of those type of people.
Oh, yeah.
I know he's not here to defend himself. Right?
That's his own fault.
But he would super sell out.
Oh, he would. He sold us out for his bloody job today, didn't he?
He did, actually.
He sold out.
He did. He's like the other day when he goes, Drake. I'll tell him straight in his face. I'd go up to him and go, that was shit. What was it? That was shit. That's shit. That was that hot light bling or whatever.
I'll go, Drake. That was shit.
I'll tell him straight away. I was like, when I heard it, I really wanted to tell him about that we was running out of time. I was like, bollocks. You would not sell out. Would you? You know what I mean?
Right, what would you do then?
What?
If Drake was there?
I'm fucking Drake, I'd fucking be his best mate.
Hello, Drake.
I'd be like, let's do another surprise fucking appearance. I'll come with you. I would.
But what did you get out of that?
What do you mean what you get out of that? You get to be friends with Drake and
Drake
just give him some money, wouldn't he?
Becomes friends with random English blokes.
Yeah, he comes on our podcast. The ratings go up.
Oh, if he came on our podcast, that's one thing.
And he goes, all right, come on, I'm doing a surprise concert, coming with me.
But here's the thing, right, with Damo. Damo would be like, that's shit. That's shit what you did.
Wouldn't.
That's what he says he'd do. Me, I would still say some of the same opinions. I put it obviously across in a respectful way and say, listen, you can't, turn up to places. I would.
You'd be like...
Because what's the point in having a podcast where you just heads up the guest's arse for the whole fucking thing?
Yeah, you do get some of those podcasts.
Becomes just like an arse kissing thing. Yeah, I think he would appreciate the chance to actually respond to some of these concerns and give his opinion and give him a platform. Do you know what? It's so funny. You know when we're talking about like this Dr. Dre scenario, this Drake scenario, like I'm saying it in my head like it's actually possible.
No, I was thinking that. I was sitting in Tony. I don't know why in this studio.
Yeah.
I was working on the song like.
And right. So what I'll do is
we've got our beats on and everything like going. Yeah.
I'll do in the music video and we'll be like going in the thing and Dr. Dre's in this booth and we're like.
Funny enough, though, I was watching that documentary. Don't like that. He doesn't like booth things.
Oh, yeah, you got to be.
He likes to be next to the
Got to be in
person.
there. Yeah, but then what if you got and then it goes into the
That
mic?
was brilliant. Let me just like a grove.
Yeah.
But
Like-
he was. I just can't imagine that. It's Dr. again.
And he's like there. I'm doing that. I go, and he goes.
I would love that.
This has got to happen.
Got to please let it
Like,
make it happen.
You know, we need that opportunity to sell out.
Yeah.
No one's giving us an
No one's
opportunity
giving us
to
opportunity
sell
to
out.
sell out.
No one, you know, no one's going to come listen. I'm going to buy your
No.
podcast. You know,
No.
so we got to get.
Wish we were sponsored by someone as well.
I
actually.
know, man. Imagine that if we were sponsored. Like, what do we really hate? Imagine. We're trying to think what we really dislike.
Shit.
That we shit on.
Shit.
What,
Sponsored by shit. Sponsored by Thames Sewage.
What? I'm trying to think of something that you hate. You know, there's
Oh,
stuff that
custard.
you hate.
I hate custard.
What would you sponsor by Ambrosia? Custard.
Oh, if it ambrosia, I'd be like,
Yeah.
that's some great ambrosia.
He's got a
Custard.
phobia of custard.
I haven't got a phobia. Of custard.
You've got
I
an own
just-
phobia.
I haven't got a phobia. I just hate custard.
I remember I've got this bowl of custard. I put it near you. You freaked. You was like,
It's just like it just looks like sick. That's all.
Does it? What's sick? Have you ever seen this like smooth and yellow?
Oh please! It's like
You're
it just looks wrong. It does.
If anything, you know, if anything looks like soup, sick vegetable soup. I gave it away when
Vegetable soup, yeah.
because it's got chunkiness.
It does actually, yeah.
You know.
That's very sicky like.
Yeah.
But I don't mind vegetable soup. It's just like what is the point in custard?
No.
What does custard achieve?
Would you, right? If someone paid you 100 grand to eat custard every day for your dinner for 2 years,
Just for dinner.
for every meal.
you can't change it. You can't just change it all of a sudden.
Because you questioned me. You said, what, for dinner? And I went, so that's asking a question.
No, yeah, you just changed it.
All
there.
right, year and a half. I love we're negotiating on this.
I would sell out.
So you'd eat custard for every meal for 100
Sell
grand.
out. Sell out.
Yeah.
I'd probably die of a heart attack.
You'd die of just
Sugar.
malnutrition.
Yeah, I probably would. But
Or you
I'd
had to like,
I'd use that money to keep me alive, wouldn't I?
yeah, like because they could just inject sort of nutrients into you.
I
They
suppose
could put
they could
into a
couldn't they?
tube.
Yeah.
But
That'd
you're-
probably cost a lot of money though.
You have to eat, and
And then I don't have no money left.
but you'd have to eat a lot of custard, calories wise. You'd have to eat. That's good portions, man. And you can't drink water. You have to drink
Oh,
custard.
well, please. You can't just keep changing it now.
Well, I'm not
As you
changing
drink water, can I not survive with water?
because there's water in
Oh,
custard.
please.
You need water to make custard.
Oh, please. Come on.
Come on.
You can't do I'll try. Well, if someone wants to do that, if there's an Arab out there that wants to see that,
So I want to see Jason eat custard for 2 years.
I'm more than happy to do that.
I wish if I was a.
What do you hate? What do you hate?
What do I hate? Beans, baked beans,
Beans.
Heinz baked.
Is that a real
Beans.
passion of hatred?
It makes me sick.
Really?
And you the
What,
way
like
you
all
are,
the other ones, all the other like the spaghetti hoop ones, and
I
all
like
that.
spaghetti hoops. It's weird. I like spaghetti
It's the
hoops.
same thing. Isn't
It's
it?
not though. There's the
It's
baked
more
bean-
solid,
No, because they're like spaghetti hoops are spaghetti.
right?
It's different texture. Baked beans are like
Baked beans.
the texture's horrible.
Yeah.
Beans shouldn't be with tomato sauce. Beans should be like kidney beans and stuff like that. You know, they should be separate.
So you wouldn't.
That's my custard. Like that's my like. Man, I remember someone gave me a flipping years ago like roast dinner. I think it was like roast dinner or something with mashed potato or like half a roast mashed potato and beans. And I was like being the polite thing. You know, when you eat it, and I'm like.
Crying.
It just seems like it takes you forever to eat it.
Yeah, really. I didn't even know you had that much of a
Beans.
hatred for
I
beans.
call it tramps food. Do you know why?
Fucking hell. Sorry for the tramps out there.
Some tramps
It's
watching
like-
this. He's on his phone outside on the street. He's going, yeah.
I never knew you had a hatred for beans.
You know why I've always got it? It's because it's that visual that you see people. You know, like out of the tin, fingerless gloves and eating it. Their spoon like cold beans.
Cold beans.
Yeah. Do you like beans?
I don't mind them. I don't like go overly mad over them. Like I don't buy them. Like
Yeah.
if it's there, it's there. You know what I mean?
There's just no there's nothing good about them. There's no benefit to them.
It's a bit weird, aren't they?
You know, at least with custard, it's sweet. You know, it's dessert. It goes with crumble.
Custard and beans. Would you have to eat that for the rest of your life?
What? Custard and beans together?
Yeah.
Oh, no. You might grow accustomed to the flavour, though.
You might do. You might. I doubt it.
You might after eating a while. You know, I'm used to it. You
You probably would actually. You probably just get used to it. It's like, oh god, here we go again.
You know.
Yeah, you're probably that effect will go away, innit?
Did you never like in school, like for a laugh, like dip your smiley face into your custard or something, or chip in the custard?
I never even bothered taking custard. I would. They always ask, "Do you want custard with that cake?" I'm like, "No, thank you." And they're like, "You don't want custard with that cake?"
Dry cake.
Yeah, you sure you don't want custard? I was like, "No, thank you."
That's like having a roast without gravy.
That is like a roast over that great, but it was
Dry.
I could never have. And then when they splodge it on your, it drops into your food sometimes, like your normal food. And it's like disgusting.
The worst thing is when it gets skin on it. That layer of
What?
skin.
You know what I mean? Like, what's that? What is that?
But custard gravy gets skin as well.
Yeah, but it's gravy, innit? You just stir it in.
Why don't you just stir
Or
it in the
no,
custard
no,
or lumpy custard?
Oh, God, don't
That
do-
should be a forfeit. We should do a custard forfeit for Jase.
Oh, please don't.
Like where he has to
Please.
just eat custard every podcast.
I might go. It's actually quite nice.
Would you rather? What would you rather have? Regret or custard?
Custard, obviously.
Oh, I've got.
Oh, here we go. Regret custard now. I knew he was going to say that. I knew it.
Yes.
No,
But if we cook it into the custard,
that was way.
that's got to be a thing. Regret
That's
custard.
disgusting.
You know, it might take. It might. You if you eat it and you go, oh my god, this is actually the way to eat
I
custard.
doubt it
This
will
is
be.
the
I
best
doubt it.
Custard I've ever eaten.
highly, highly doubt that is the way to eat custard. Well, you're going to have to eat regret with beans then, isn't
Oh!
You would have to.
Beans would be a forfeit for me, man. Regret.
Yeah,
beans.
with regret.
We should
It might
do
give
that.
it a bit of flavour.
Alright, I tell you what. Let's do it.
Yeah, we've got to
Let's
find out
find out a
Damo's.
film-
What's Damo's?
Yeah, Damo's gonna go like, burger. I hate burgers. So he's gonna
I
lie.
hate mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, exactly, innit? We need to actually find, and if any of, I know some of Damo's family members and loved ones watch this.
It was pretty much everyone
Yeah.
from his family watches it.
There's not a
No
lot-
one watches it from our side of family.
Yeah, I know.
Ungrateful people.
Do you know, we should start slagging them off and then they'll soon watch it, won't they? I bet they watch it then.
They would.
Once we
wouldn't
start slagging them off, they soon watch
they?
it.
Jake's family slags. Jake slags off his family.
They only watch it when there's something that you say that they don't like. Then they so happen to go, no, I'm just going to see what's happening with Dan and Jase's channel.
Ooh.
And then you end up getting in trouble for it.
Yeah, I do a lot.
You know,
A
we
lot
get
of times.
people get annoyed about it. I remember when I can't remember what it was. It was years ago. It was back in the Dan and Jase days. I can't remember. I upset one of my cousins. And
Did you?
Yeah, I got upset. I can't remember what I was saying.
You never told me about this.
I remember saying at the time. It's like, and they commented and everything.
Oh,
like,
I didn't see it.
I can't remember. It was something we was commenting about something they're doing. And I was doing it like, in lightheartedness. And yeah, they got upset. But that's what I mean. I don't comment when there's something that, that's good, when we did good stuff.
You know what it is, though? That someone said to them, they didn't even watch it.
Someone grasped me up.
Someone grassed you up.
But that person does sometimes watch the channel, so. Damo's family and loved ones watch it and support
They're
it.
very
God
supportive.
bless
Thank you
them.
very much,
You know,
actually.
more
It's
than
pretty
our
much
own
his whole
family.
family that watches this, to be honest.
That's it, innit? All his
Yeah,
family
I doubt
and
they'll watch
friends.
this one because he's not on it, though.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
It's like,
yeah. Or if they
brush
did,
it aside.
You know,
that
they would have done. They'd have clicked on it and then seen that Damo wasn't there.
You're going to have to
and
make
then-
like on the thing like Damo.
Clickbait.
Damo. We talk about Damo.
Damo.
We know we tell his secrets.
We tell all the Damo.
That's what they have to do.
Clickbait with Damo.
Yeah, you have to clickbait with so his family.
So
will
his
talk
family,
about it.
otherwise we'll get no views.
You won't get any views this
They
week.
won't see something he's done.
You won't get no views this week.
Damo's not on. Maybe if I just put like a little picture or something of Damo, they'll feel like he's there. We need to get a cardboard cutout for when he's not here. But yeah,
Oh,
so
God.
Damo's family, I hope you watch this. These support us without Damo's presence here. Let us know if you
Yeah.
did, if you have watched it to this.
If you haven't, that's bad.
It's bad on you.
It's quite a good podcast, I thought.
It is. We turned up, so should you, even if Damo hasn't.
Even though Damo hasn't.
So
You
do
should
leave
watch
your
it.
comments. We need the comments, man. We don't feel like anyone, even though it's like views, we don't feel like no one's watched.
Yeah. It's not great views though, is it?
No, but it's not really, when we keep starting pissing about, like, it hasn't, if we get serious, push it, do what, we got ideas,
Yeah.
Christmas.
We didn't even talk about half the stuff actually, didn't we?
I know,
We just went on to about different stuff like Dr. Dre and stuff, for
Yeah,
God's sake.
that's the beauty of our thing, is like go on different tangents,
different ways, innit?
different paths.
Goes up, down, all around. Loop in the loop. Pippin. Oh, God.
Right? You know, so... Yeah, so, no, we got ideas for Christmas, some great content coming out, and we're talking about buying each other presents.
We'll have to check with the studio manager, like, when is he going on his Christmas holidays, actually?
He needs to give you the key, mate. You know,
Yeah,
tell
he
him
should
to give you a
actually.
key.
Should actually.
You know?
Give us a key.
Give us a key. So, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back next week. We'll have some other stuff coming
Hopefully
up.
Damo will be here, unless he's working.
Yeah, on his day off. Unless he decides he can't be bothered to travel to North London.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your comments below. Don't forget to check out next time. Don't worry, Damo's family. Damo will be back. Please don't leave us.
Don't watch this one.
Don't leave us.
If you watch this one, then he'll make sure he's on the next one.
Yes, please. And if our family, shame. Shame on you all.
Shame.
You know,
Ding.
Shame
Shame.
on them. Unsupportive.
I don't know if I want them to watch it, though, to be honest,
Yeah, I
with
know,
all the
it's
stuff
weird.
that we talk about.
Yeah, I know, to be fair.
Like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, I know. Remember it was about Damo's consummation situation.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, I put it in a respectful
You did, actually.
tone.
I really liked it with the way you put it in.
Yep, I was
Very,
putting it,
very
and then he was like,
respectful.
"Did I have sex? Is that what you're asking me?"
A whole new world.
I'm like trying to be all polite and everything.
Yeah.
Do you want to know if I had sex?
Dirty, rough sex. Is that what you want to know?
Do you?
Do you want to know if I pulled my pants down?
That's just giving me a
I get
horrible
my hairy
image.
balls
Oh.
out. Is that what you want to know? You want to know that, don't you?
You're killing me, yeah. You're killing me with those images.
Oh, God.
Bloody hell.
I feel so sorry for his wife. I'm joking. I'm obviously joking.
So we'll see you next time on Damo
And Jase.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.